in the heart of rural Africa, where machines are few but wisdom run deep. This is how we feed our animals. These are cows. Simple ropes, the way you can see, that is what we call tethering. Strong hands and the generation of traditions, yeah. So like that animal you're seeing there, that is a cross between a flag view and everything. No electric fence, the way you can see. No tractors, like you can see. People are on the farm harvesting maize over there, carrying this way towards where they are supposed to go. You can see the way they are carrying on their back, like that one over there, carrying those maize. And just love, discipline, and rope tied on trees. So you can see the way people are doing work here, work after work. Yeah, they're taking that maize to over there. So the way I've stated, yeah, for those who are just attending this YouTube channel for the first time, you can see some good animals over here. Yeah, these are good animals. Yeah, you can see that that is kienyeji, indigenous. We have another one there that is a cross between indigenous and exotic. That is a jersey over there. Then you can see a bull over there. So that bull and this bull over here, they are used for plowing. Yeah, you can see we have here a shamba here, a farm that has been plowed. Over here you can see this one. So these animals are the ones that plowed here like tractor. Yeah, see the way it looks very amazing over here. It is African life, village life. So I'm coming from the deep in the village, where I've decided to take us through what happens in the village. I don't know why this cow is coming next to me. Look at this animal here. Yeah, I'm very friendly to these animals over here. Look the way it is chewing cud. Yeah, I really love animals. That's why I usually tell people that one day I'll be owning these animals. You can see, I don't know, it wants to knock me down or what is happening. You see, it has come, then it has turned the neck sideways. Yeah, so every morning before the sun gets too hot, yeah, you see these cows over here, they're being led out to graze. Yeah, no big farms, like you can see, no rush paddock. I don't know what is. You see, I told us that it wants to knock me down, and you see the way it is coming. I'm stepping back. Yeah, I'm really stepping back. No rush paddock, the way you can see, just small patch of borrowed grass, the way you can see. They are now here grazing. Sometimes they are being grazed along the road or under some trees. Yeah, and this is what we call, yeah, tethering grazing. Yeah, you can see the way they are having rope. Let me see one of the animal here that is not. This one looks like it can knock somebody. Yeah, I want to show us what we call the tethering grazing, so that we get to know how in the African village people just tie animal, then every other thing progress. What I'm telling us about tethering grazing is this one. Yeah, you see this rope over here. This is what we call the tethering grazing. Yeah, see what it is eating over there. Those are just dry remains. You see, like that shamba over there, it is now harvesting period. So like this maize over here, they're being harvested. So these are the remains of these maize. Yeah, once harvested, they are given to animal. You can see that animal over there enjoying what I'm saying. Yeah, it is really enjoying. The bull over there that they used to plow. Yeah, they are really enjoying over there, eating these dry matters. Yeah, even this one over here, it is really enjoying. Yeah, it is feeling very good. Yeah, so, and actually this tethering grazing, yeah, it helps to control cows movement, yeah. And apart from controlling cows movement, you can see here the rope that I was talking about. It is being tied here. So this means this cow, and the length of this rope, you can see the weight is very long. So it means when it is grazing, it has somewhere that it reaches, yeah. It just grazes round like diameter, yeah. So once it grazes that way, so that means crops over there, they are being protected, and this can make use of limited space. When you have a limited space, you can be doing something like this, yeah, tethering. Then actually that's how things are in the village, yeah. And some cows, they are very moody, yeah, like that one that I said there. It saw me here, then it was very moody. It came to do actually like that cow, yeah. She doesn't want, like today is on here in Kenya, today is on a Thursday. It does not want this Thursday to start very well, yeah. And some cows think they are smarter than the rope. Like this one, when I was taking a video when I started, you can see it was extending its neck toward the fence over there. So it is thinking that it's very smarter than the rope, but the rope always wins. Like this one, you see, the reason why I was moving back when it was following me is because I knew very well the rope is very smart. So it can be, when it tries to push toward the rope, I'll be there, yeah. In villages, this is how, actually when I was a young boy, I was trained on how to tie these knots of these cows. And childhood education, because it is not easy. You can see the way these ropes are being tied. Remember, somebody comes with a hammer, something like a hammer or a stone, to kick these this thing here. You can see here, this thing here. Somebody comes with a hammer to kick this thing so that it goes inside, then tie this one. Like this one, you can see the way they have tied it this way. It is not easy tying this knot, a knot like this one, so that the animal cannot be removing that knot over there, yeah. And these are the lessons that we were taught when my grandfather was alive. He used to train me on how to tie these knots, yeah. This is the homestead, yeah. My grandfather used to say there over there. Let me put a camera that I can. I'm deep in the village, yeah. Yeah, that is the homestead where my grandfather used to stay over there. It is a muddy house. Then you can see the roofs are brown in color. There is where we have the barn. That is the field king. You can see field king over there. There is where we were having a barn where we used to do what? To burn tobacco. Yeah. There we used to burn tobacco from that point. Yeah. So I was trying to show us where we used to live. So this tethering, it is like an education to us, because in villages, when we were kids, we learn this responsibility very early enough, yeah. And taking care of animals is part of growing, yeah. Because those days we used to be having a very big land here, so the animals used to go graze on the upper side. We take them there, they graze. But nowadays you can see even we have some buildings here, so that means that land was sold and somebody is staying there. Then there is a fence here, so that means separation from here to the other extent. You can see some bananas, then some sugar cane over there, they're up, yeah. And that's how, yeah. Actually, during our childhood time, yeah, we didn't have the toys, but these cows, they were like everything, yeah. You see, and we had that habit of, let's say we are just, you see, we were playing with some kids. We had an habit of saying that this cow is mine, this cow is mine. Okay, it belongs to our grandfather. But we used to say that this cow, it's mine. Let's say that cow is for my brother, that cow is for somebody else, so we used to take these as our own cow. So when we are going to graze, yeah, every other individual used to take care of the animal that he has chosen. And you see, it was doing very well because it was part of a game that we used to know, because I've been telling us that in those days we never had toys to play with, so we were using such animals, pets. Even sometimes we were having goats, so that means every individual was booking its goat, so that when it is grazing time, you make sure that the goat that you call yours, it was very full, doing very well. Then we have for supplementation. Sometimes when it reaches, maybe after feeding this way with these dry ones, yeah, somebody can carry to these animals so that they can be supplemented with, yeah. And I want to tell us about the techniques, the village of wisdom, yeah. There is something that we usually call overgrazing, yeah. You see, like today, these animals have been tethered here, so that means to when we will be coming tomorrow, yeah, you can see even there is a stick over there. So when somebody will be coming tomorrow, these animals will be tethered over there. So that means that is the way, that is what I usually call wisdom, yeah. The rope is being shifted every, let's say like today, in the morning they were here, like these ones were here. When you come in the afternoon, you'll be getting it there. When tomorrow morning it will be there after drinking water, then it's being shifted. And that is what we used to prevent when we call what we call overgrazing, yeah. And that is the way these cows used to get fresh grass, yeah. Even see this, yeah, you see this cow here, it is getting fresh grass from the field here. And yeah, and actually this trick helped the cows from jumping or running off, yeah. Sometimes you get that people, you can see like these ones have been tied on the neck. Sometimes you get that other people tie them on the legs, and it humbles them. Even the strongest bull, you can see like that bull, the way it is, yeah, that bull is very strong because it is used for plowing, yeah. So a bull like that one, this one, yeah, you get that when you tie it that way, it gets humble and even it cannot do anything, yeah. And sometimes when we see like it is very sunny, somebody looks for a shed, like we can see a lot of like that shed over there. Let me take the camera to that shed over there. Let me bring that shed here. You can see like this beautiful shed over here. You get that that especially during hot months, like now this July, it is very cold. You get that a cow tied won't eat much. Comfort matters, yeah. You see like these July, they're being tied on this field, yeah, on this field like this animal over here. But when it comes to maybe when the sun is hot, like August, so that means this animal will be tied actually under the shed, so that to do what we call cow comfort, yeah. And it is not always easy, the way I usually say. It is not easy because the way I said that sometimes there is no grass, and sometimes these cows get tangled in ropes or stop on thorns, yeah. You see like now you can see the ground is green, but there is no grass, a good grass that you can see the animal can be here the whole day grazing here. So there are sometimes when you see like when there is dry, you get that apart from these animals eating these things the way dry, this way. See how dry they are. Apart from feeding them these dry things, you get that you remove the ropes on the neck region, so that the animals will be tied somewhere, so that they can get some fresh things. At times you You put them on the fence here so that they can be feeding on the thorns over there, the way you can see. So that's how village here life to do this animal, yeah. And if you want to know if the animal is healthy, this is one of the things that you have to look. The way it is chewing cud, like this one, look at the way it is chewing cud. So this one tells us this animal is very healthy. So when we were small, we could walk kilometers just to find green spot, yeah. That's why in Kenya you hear that like the Maasai, the pastoralists. So they are going to look for green pasture so that the animals can be having a bite of the greener spot. Then, and during the day, we can even carry feed from the market. You see, when there is very dry, you get that there are some places in Kenya where feeds. So you get that they come to the marketplaces, they sell some feed. So people, they are used to buying those feeds so that they can supplement their animals with those feeds, and we call it actually they get satisfied, yeah. I don't know why this animal knocks people, yeah. The one that I was saying here. So that is how we animals you buy then take to them, yeah. And we may not have these big farms, huh? But we have big herds. This cow, you see, like these cows, they give milk. Like this animal here, this one, it is being milked. This cross over here, it gives us milk and manure, money, and memories, yeah. Because when you have these kind of an animal like this one, let me bring it closer. An animal like this one, it can give you hope. We bring it closer. Yeah, an animal like this that I was saying, a cross between Ayrshire. You can see the way Ayrshire, not Ayrshire, we were calling them Jersey, yeah. So you like this one, yeah. It gives us milk. This one is being milked. My grandmother drinks milk from this animal here, and in sometimes, yeah, they can make you feel that they are big heart. And manure. Let me show you manure here. You see manure like here. I'm trying to get these. Yeah, this is manure over here. The black thing you're seeing here, this is manure from this animal. And sometimes you can even take this manure, then sell this manure. Sometimes you take this manure, you put in the garden over there so that it can be very fertile. Yeah, this is one of the things that here in the village people do. And sometimes even you can decide. Remember I did a video where I was telling us about the Mabera market, yeah? We used to sell animals there so that it could pay us school fees, and that's how things happen. So maybe the next time you see how cows will be tied with a rope, and we will be knowing this, yeah? Behind it is a family, a culture, and a way of life, yeah, through these rearing of animals and these everything, yeah. So that means this is something like a culture thing. We should be appreciating about these, yeah. And it is not very easy, yeah. I used to graze animals, so that's why I have that passion about animals, because when I was young I used to graze animals, and now I've visited the village so that I can see how these animals are faring on. And I'm seeing here people harvesting maize. Like this shamba, it had maize. Shamba is a farm, yeah? It had maize. You can see it has been plowed. People want to plant maize again. Me, I was not doing farming. I want to try farming. I'm saying getting some money so that I can go lease a land maybe for one season. I plant maize so I can see how people are venturing to this farming thing, yeah, because I've never tried this farming thing. So let me show you the maize that these people have. They harvested this maize over here. Let me be showing us how this maize harvested. I'm not alone. Let me show you the field king over here. This is the field king. For those who know the field king, here it is. Yeah, this is the field king. The other time when I was in Eldoret, This one was not here, so that means I replaced this side mirror over here. So the maize is over there. After harvesting the maize, here we call it maize, yeah. Some people call it corns. This is the maize, yeah. After harvesting, it is this way. Yes, mambo vipi? Yeah. Hizi ni zile zenye zilikuwa zinakongolewa. So this maize after being threshed. Hazijakauka bado. Sasa hizi mahindi iko na pesa.
Hii ni ya kura hii.
Yeah.
Hii ni ya kura.
Hata nimeleta nani hybrid. Unapandaka 6 gani?
Una 520?
Niko na 620.
Huyu atafuta na
520.
Alafu tafute na DK.
DK ziko 33 iko 31 iko. Zote hizo mbili ziko. Ni sawa, karibu. 520 nitaleta. Yes. So let me show you farming in the village. This is how farming is being done in the village. This is avocado over here. This avocado. This is the pathway where I'm coming to this side. Yeah? They was telling us animal manure. Here is it. This is the animal manure over here. Then you can see a lot of skuma wiki here. These are skuma wiki for those who have never seen kales. These are kales. Some people call them collards. So these, you know, the advantage of these collards, yeah, they have suckers. So you remove these suckers here, then you go place it somewhere, where it grows. The beauty of the village, these are kienyeji chicken, yeah. These are kienyeji chicken that you can see over there. Very good, very sweet. It makes a delicious meal. Then these are another avocado tree over there. These are bananas. That's why I usually like village life, a sweet life. This banana, for those who have never seen banana, when it is on tree, this is the way it looks like. Then we have bees. You can see like here. This bee has come to collect nectar, so it will be making for us. Honey. Yeah. So I'm passing by to show us how rural farming feeds the world. I'll be doing a video about how rural farming feeds the world, and I'll be elaborating more. These are beans planted here. You can see these are beans. Then those brown things over there, those are sorghum. Look the way these kales are very healthy. Yeah, very healthy. Let me show you. These are sorghum that I'm talking about. Yeah, these are sorghum over here, but these sorghum won't be doing. Yeah, it have been attacked by some disease. Yeah. Then these are saga. I don't know what we call saga. These are saga. They're not black nutshade, no. Saga, they're called a spider plant. These are saga. These are saga. These ones. Then this is murenda. I really love murenda for the Luo nation. They like murenda so much. So that is how murenda looks like. Like this one. This is murenda. You can see it there. Yeah. Another banana over here. Sorghum. Then these are pumpkin leaves. These are pumpkin leaves. Very sweet. Yeah. These pumpkin leaves are very sweet. I really love them. Yeah? When cooked, you feed with ugali. Yeah. It's very sweet, and I really love it. Yeah. So we have a lot of sorghum over here. Those are sorghum. You can see they are using sorghum as fence. Yeah. Toward the fence there. That is sorghum. So that is the boundary. Yeah. These are now the suckers that I told you that they are being transplanted. Yeah. Like these ones. You can see they have been transplanted. They look very good, very healthy because they are still small. Yeah? The village life over here. The beauty of living in the village. Even some onions. These are onions. The beauty of village life. Me, when I get land, I'll be coming to stay the village place where there is a lot of peace. Yeah, you can see like this shade over here. It has a serene. It is a serene environment where somebody can just come here, live with peace, no disturbance from the neighbor. You mind your own business. You do your farming here, which is very enjoyable. Yeah? So support this YouTube channel so that one day we'll be owning a piece of land full of animals, full of farming, full of everything that we see here. Beautiful scenario, beautiful farming, and that's what we call how village life, they can feed the nation. Yeah, you can see how the environment is very cool, very pleasing. Yeah, the reason why there is a fence here, it is to prevent chicken coming over here so that they can be eating these veggies here. For those who have never seen aloe vera, here we have some aloe vera. So this is what we call the aloe vera. So used for treating chicken. One day I'll be telling us how to treat chicken in organic way. Yeah, in organic way, so that we get to know how the traditional people, our grandfathers, used to treat animals with not having these all medications that we are having right now. Yeah, and they were not having these problems that we have. Yeah, one thing that I believe about myself is organic farming. Yeah, when I'll be having a farm, my own farm, I'll be doing organic farming. Yeah? Organic farming, like here. No, you can see they are using manure from the shamba. So that is what we call organic farming. Yeah, no use of chemicals, only manure. Yeah, I want to take us to the sugar cane. Yeah, one day I'll be coming talking about sugar cane. You can see there is some good sugar cane over there. These are sugar canes. You see that thing that is there? Those are sugar cane. A plantation of sugar cane. Yeah. For those who have never, let me walk here side by side so that I'll not be stepping where maybe they have planted some millets here, so I'll not be stepping here. So this is what we call sugar cane. Yeah, they are still maturing. In Kenya, sugar cane is being used, yeah, to make sugar that people eat. Yeah, these are the sugar cane. Look the way sugar cane are when they are small. This is one of the best ventures that somebody can do. You plant your sugar cane, then after some time you leave the sugar cane to be very big, then you sell. Yeah, so you might think that this is a tractor was digging here, but these are the ox, the cows that I was telling are the bulls. They did this wonderful thing. Yeah, so this is on the way said into farming. Yeah, I've sent somebody so that we'll go look if I can get a piece of land, so that even me, I'll be trying farming in the village. Yeah, I'll be trying this farming. I was doing it when I was a small boy. Yeah, I was doing it because of the parents, so that they can be doing it. Then we raise fees from there so that I can learn from this garden. Yeah, but now, you know, in Africa, once you graduate from being childhood, you now need to live your own life. So that's why I'm trying to make this life to be good life. Yeah. So the next time I'll be doing a video, I'll be showing you where animals sleep in that housing there. That housing over there, I'll be showing you that mud house where I'll be showing us where animals live, so that we can really appreciate. Yeah, it's just a simple structure where a shed to prevent the animals from being rained on from the above. Then for here in the village, because the animals spend the entire day outside, yeah, there inside it is like an enclosed, and animals, there's no good ventilation. Yeah, there's no ventilation that animals are being grazed or what. The ventilation is very poor, I have to submit. Yeah, so I'll be showing us how village life is, how villagers construct their houses. No ventilation. Yeah, remember in some homes, the like that housing, you can see it is like round. Yeah, then animals sleep in the middle. Yeah, that is how traditions, the animals are supposed to be sleeping. But for here, they're being when it reaches night time, they're being enclosed in a house, then locked with a padlock, so that when thieves are coming, it will be giving them hard time. Yeah, hard time. The reason why in some villages they are putting it at the center where animals sleep is because you see, like the Korean community, we used to know the Korean community that they like stealing animals. Yeah, like the cows, but that habit still progresses. You get that people steal animals. So the reason why animals are being enclosed then put in the middle is because when somebody, yeah, because we have different houses, people sleep from different rooms. So when a thief will be coming, yeah, the thief will not be knowing where these people are. So when you go there, maybe with a mentality of stealing, it is very easy to be caught. And when it is in the middle, every person can hear that somebody is unlocking the animals, as compared maybe in a one side, like what we do here. The animals are sleeping on a one side. So I'll be telling us why in this African society, here in the village, animals sleep in the middle. So watch till the end this video, and I really appreciate watching this video. So we are learning more and more. That's enough for today. Remember to subscribe for the new subscribers, so that we can be learning African farming, African lifestyle. That's enough for today. Goodbye.